People go to the gym for a lot of reasons. To build strength, improve confidence, and feel better in their own body.
And I believe character is built in the gym.
Nothing comes close. Like the benefits that you get.
But for some, that experience can be very different, especially for younger people. The gym culture today has a huge online presence where advice, routines, and body transformations are constantly shared across social media.
For many beginners, that can quickly become overwhelming. A constant stream of information from workouts and training plans to diets.
And within that space, more extreme ideas can start to appear. Ideas like anabolic steroids.
With so much information out there, it can be hard for new gym goers to know what's right and how vulnerable they can be to the ideas they're exposed to early on.
So when I first started going to the gym, I loved it. You know, my friends were there. I was getting into it. Obviously, I was quite a late bloomer, so a lot of my friends were quite bigger than me. So, sort of helped my self-esteem a bit by going there and packing on the muscle, as they say.
And how old were you when you first started going?
I was about 15 or 16. A couple of times I went to work out on my own, and as you do, you get the older guys, more experienced guys coming up to you and offering you advice. And correcting your form, making sure you don't get injured, and just looking after you in general. So yeah, that was it initially, but as it started to go on, there was this one person in particular who very regularly would come up to me and talk to me about things, and I thought it was normal to begin with. And as it went on, he started to talk about steroids. As time went on, it almost felt like I was groomed, or he was attempting to groom me into the steroids. And as I started to realise what was going on, I felt awful and so uncomfortable. And he would just start making comments to me, and he would start body shaming me and saying, if you don't take these steroids, you're going to look skinny for the rest of your life. And it really damaged my self-esteem. And a gym is normally a place where people go to make their self-esteem better, or to make their self-confidence better. But for me, it transformed into somewhere that I never really want to go back to. When I did finally say no to him, he was just so hostile to me, and in the end I just had to stop going to the gym because I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Although Joey never took steroids himself, that isn't the case for many others. Across the UK, it's estimated that over 1 million people have used anabolic steroids, according to the House of Commons Health and Social Care Committee, the vast majority of them being men. So I went to go speak to Denvar and Chad, personal trainers and fitness influencers with thousands of followers online, to understand how that online world is shaping the way people approach fitness, and the role guidance and mentorship can play in preventing young people from being influenced in the wrong direction.
Me and other people in the space also do have the responsibility of educating the younger people too.
I think we need more of the people who are invested in building lifelong habits based on real nutrition, real sleep, real aspects of being a human being. We need those type of people to step up, because the space right now is being filled with nonsense.
Someone who shares similar views to Denvar and Chad is Freddie Cook, a chef turned fitness entrepreneur.
The younger lads, I think they're just too influenced by social media, where everything just needs to be now. It's so hard because the idea of like getting jacked so quick, or however it would work, it would be appealing to a young person.
A lot of kids, especially because they're still young, they don't have a mentor like you, like I did, where you're telling me, okay, no, that's not the right way, this is the right way. And then me also being a person to say, okay, you know what, I accept that and I'm gonna do the right thing.
Don't get too heavily influenced by what you think you need to look like.
I think a lot of people are trying to compare themselves with people they're seeing online and people that they're seeing in the gym. You don't know what they're doing behind the closed doors. So never look at other people and think, I want to look like that.
It's so cliche to say, but what you see is not what is actually happening.
When I started gym here, it was completely different. I remember there was an epidemic of like SARMs. Everyone was taking SARMs here, but I didn't really know what that meant. I had no idea. But I had people in my corner where they didn't take stuff either. So they push me more like, don't do it, it's not good for you. In 5-10 years you might regret it. Whereas like a lot of people, they run into people that will try and sell them stuff and try and push them to be on stuff.
And I've been there, like I've been like 17 in the gym trying to get as jacked as I can. And like when you do get to a level where you're like, well, I see results, it does feel good. And then you chase it and chase it. And then obviously that chase grows. And then someone might go down the steroid route.
There is countless amounts of evidence to show that being on these types of supplements is damaging and harmful to your physical body, your mental well-being. So to try and convince somebody through the scope of, I care about you and I want you to do well, to invest and take those things is a misuse of power.
After speaking with people across the fitness world, it's clear that misinformation and unhealthy influences remain a serious issue for many young gym goers. But fortunately, there are those, like Joey, who chose not to go down that path.
You know, I just feel better than ever, and I'm so happy I didn't take those steroids, because I was really close to and nearly took myself down a dark path.
But for others, the pressure and influence surrounding steroids is something they're still navigating every day.